Okay, so today I wanted to go through probably the most exciting parts of the Fear of Being Forgotten album, purely because it's so chaotic and so just so awesome to listen to. So that is the finale section in part 3, which features something rather unusual and new for Divided by Design, which is the addition of some vocals. So this was done by a good friend of ours, Barnaby, who is an incredibly good and gifted singer. The brief that was given to him, I believe, was just sing something, just do some scat, do something, and see what comes out. And then Liam sort of built this whole section around that particular scat solo that he did. So it's not really to any click track, really. It's very much just out in the open. It's not really to click or anything. It's just what he did, and then Liam built it round that, which was really cool. Something a bit different sounding. So I'll just play that. I'll play it now just with everything else. I'll turn it up a little bit so you can hear it, get an idea. So there's buffering there quite a bit because there is rather a lot going on in this section, but it gives you an idea. I'll play a little bit later on as well, just to give you an idea as well of what I mean by building it round the scat solo. So as you can hear, it's very, very, very much very weird, very chaotic, but it sounds very, very, very cool. So the vocals themselves on their own, I'll just take everything off it and give you an idea. Almost sort of operatic, you could kind of say, particularly like these parts. What he's saying there, I don't know, but I love it. So I added a little bit of reverb onto this and a tiny bit of EQ just to poke out a little bit of the high end, and reverb not too heavy, quite a bit of decay going, but it's not that prominent in the mix, but it does make a huge difference having this in. There you can hear the decay afterwards. Gives it a bit more sort of brightness to that whole sound. And then I doubled that, basically just copied and pasted the same vocal line, and I added onto this one, I added a little bit of distortion onto it, basically giving it a sort of megaphone sort of effect almost, and then I doubled up the reverb again, just to really, really, really make this one very, very, very distorted and weird. Blending them together, it made sense. On its own, it sounds a bit weird. Sounds a bit rusty, but blended together in the actual mix, it sounded pretty cool. It almost gave it sort of like a synthy sort of line, which I guess you could probably say I stole from an idea of having a similar sort of synth like Liam gave me. In this section, you can kind of hear it. That synth there. I kind of wanted to duplicate that idea, or steal that idea and put it onto that vocal line. And I think it worked quite well blending it together sounded pretty cool, and it really comes across quite nicely in the whole mix. Here I decided to sort of cut the distorted vocal out just for this tiny bit, so that when it came back in again, it was really impactful. I'll just play that for you. See, my processor can't even cope with this anymore, because it's just there's so much going on. Which is when I said in earlier episodes that I had to bounce out these tracks so many times, because I was doing so many small finite details to them, that it just got to a point where my computer was just like, nah, bro, you got to stop. Which was, it was frustrating, but it was just another thing that sort of made this project what it was. That's basically it for this one, really. I just wanted to give a short introduction to some vocals, which, like I say, we hadn't had before, which was quite nice. There is one other section that I wanted to do that's a bit later on. It's another sort of grandiose ending, which is in the fourth part. There's quite a lot of some choir vocals, which me and Liam provided, as well as another friend of ours, who we basically dubbed 1,000,000 times to get it as big and awesome as sounding as possible. But I'll come on to that one next time.